Pep Guardiola's been speaking to Man City TV after signing a new 2-year contract at the club. He was asked why he decided to stay.
I felt I could not leave now. Simple as that. Don't tell me the reason why. Maybe the 4 defeat was the reason why I felt that now I cannot leave. And yeah, I felt the club still, want me or have the fact that they were together, and that's why we signed. First, because we won a lot. Otherwise, stay 11 years. Not even here in a place like I feel love. I extend to be here to try to continue to do it well.
Yeah, obviously Pep there speaking after his contract extension. We spoke on large about it over the last few days, Jace. Obviously, it's big news for Man City fans. They're buzzing. Mm-hmm. I think it's good that he's in the Premier League. It's horrible for everyone else because you've got to try and keep up with him. He's the best manager in the world.
Yep.
But you need him in the Premier League, don't you?
Well, the best managers tend to be here. The best players in the world spread out all over Europe. But the best managers, we always seem to get them at some stage. It's been remarkable what he's done at City. We're actually watching the monitors now of what he's done, not just at City, but throughout his career. He's a trophy pig, isn't he?
He's outrageous.
He pretty much... they're favourites to win pretty much every trophy they enter every season. But great news for City. And now what they want to try and do is get their season back on track because the 4 defeats. It's the first time ever in his career that he's had 4 defeats.
Playing the mighty Spurs.
And they're playing the mighty Spurs. Oh, come on, City.
I wonder if old Dr. Spurs comes out at the weekend.
Oh, you know that. You know that.
Dr. Spurs. Let's go to Gaz. He's a Man City fan, right, Gaz?
Evening, lads. Okay, Merry Christmas.
How are you, Gaz? You good?
Hi, Gaz.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Gaz.
It's a bit early, mate. It's the 20th of November.
No. It's like Christmas Day for me after Pep doing that today. My screen's going up tomorrow.
Are you fake or real tree, Gaz?
Sorry?
Are you a fake or a real tree man?
No, I've had a fake 7'3" for years, but I've moved flat, so I can't fit it in there now.
What are you going to do?
I don't know, mate, just got some plants out of someone's garden or something.
Mate, the fake tree's the one. It's easy. Just stick it up. Get a bit of frost on it.
I like the smell of a real tree. I'll tell you.
Well, if you like the smell of a new tree, go to the forest.
You get the spray, You can get the spray and make it smell nice. Get the fake spray.
Can you?
You can get
a pine tree smell.
You can get a spray. Yeah.
Forest above United at the minute, aren't they? Anyway, what I say is, this was Pep today. I didn't expect it. I thought it was going. So, this is brilliant for me. After my first 30 years of being a City fan, all I did was watch relegation and promotion and the doldrums. York on a Wednesday night. But, in the last 9 years when we've had Pep, the football we've had, what he's done in this country.
You've been spoiled, haven't you? You've been spoiled, that's for sure.
Well, that's what I mean. You call me spoiled, guys, but at the end of the day, now this has happened, and we've had an international break, and this one's to you 100%, Mo. I hope you're listening. And I'm sorry to say this, Jamie, as well. I think someone's going to get a good hiding soon.
Well, whooping. You think there's going to be a whooping, do you?
I do. I think, especially at home as well.
You're vulnerable, though, at the moment, Gaz, aren't you? You can't get away from that. You're very vulnerable as a team.
Is Kovacic out now as well?
You'll get a goal. We might just get sick.
It ain't going to be 0-0. I'll tell you that now. It ain't going to be 0-0, that's for sure.
Never. But 100% Mo needs to listen to this, right? Stop picking on our knuckles because she's a lady. That's in your taxes, and you think that you're going to win the league because you're 5 points clear. You're in cuckoo land, mate. Absolute cuckoo land.
What's going on? What are you up to?
What are you up to out there? These boys. Honestly, you're just doing your own thing. Shambles from you lot.
So do you know Jackie Knuckles, Gaz?
Yeah, I do.
You do? Yeah, she's a bit of a legend, isn't she?
Yeah, she's top Jackie, yeah.
Yeah, we love Jackster. We do love the Jackster.
The game years ago with her and a mate, stayed with Doncaster away. Was a funny day.
All right, we'll ask her.
Let's move on.
Ended up watching the pre-season friendly and I got blooded.
All right, guys, listen, mate.
She'd knock him out as well.
What, 100%?
She'd knock 100% more.
Let's get him in the boxing ring.
I'd love to see
get
that.
it, Jackie Knuckles.
Just don't
The
put it on
Knuckles
Netflix.
against 100% garbage.
Imagine that's her nickname, the Knuckles. That's her nickname.
I'd pay to watch that.
The Knuckles versus 100%
This is
garbage.
pay-per-view, that is.
Wouldn't you? Yeah.
Gaz, top man, mate. Thanks for your call. Let's go to David. He's a Man City fan. All right, Dave?
You okay? You right, lads?
All right,
All right,
David.
Dave, you?
Hey up.
Yeah, I'm all right. Yeah.
You ready for a whooping on at the weekend?
Well, it won't be an easy game, will it? Tottenham is always a difficult game for us.
Mighty Spurs rocking up.
It's just who we
But I
are.
think we've got to be confident, haven't we? City, we're at home. We are generally a lot better at home this season than we are away, I would have thought.
What's the injury situation like, though, David, at the minute? It feels...
Well, I was looking today. There was quite a few back in training from what I've seen. I think Ake's back. I think Diaz is back. Nunes was training. Foden was back in training, although he's been a bit off the boil.
Oscar Bob, what's happened to him? How long's he out for?
Bad injury, I think.
They're saying the new year for Oscar Bob. I mean, he looks a real. Out of all the talented players who come through, the young crop of players, he's the one who looks like he's got that edge about him to go on and do something pretty special as a player. Still early days, but
He sold the best one.
Out of him and Rico Lewis, I say Oscar Bob's a better player than Lewis, in my opinion. I think he's got a bit more
Rico
about
Lewis. He's got a lot about him, Rico Lewis.
Yeah, but I think he's not a fullback, Jamie. Rico Lewis. He's more of a midfield player for me. He's good at knitting the play together and one of them, like a Gareth Barry kind of player. He can knit the play together in the midfield. I think he's more of a midfielder than he is on the back line, in my opinion, from what I've seen of him.
Gareth Barry's a big statement. Gareth Barry's a top player.
Well, like that. Well, he played for City. I should know. Watched him week in, week out.
He was a top. Right. Yeah, I know, but Gareth Barry was a top player.
Well, he was. Hey,
do you think Rico Lewis can be as good as him?
Gareth Barry was a good player. You made me laugh. You. What do you mean? What's a top player?
Gareth Barry.
What do you class as a top player? Gareth Barry was a very good player. He weren't a world class player, mate. Like you're making him out. He was a good player. He was a very good player. But you weren't world class.
No, but yeah, I'm not saying he's world class. I'm saying he was a top player. Played 600 games.
You got to say top.
He's a top player.
You can't just say top.
There's world class, and then there's top, and then there's top.
No one ever goes just top. You got to go top.
He's a top player.
Top.
Yeah. Gareth Barry was top.
Yeah,
mate.
He was a good player. Rico Lewis isn't at that level yet, but I think in time he could be. He's only young, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's got to give some players. You got to give them time and all that. On the Marcus Rashford argument, I just don't think Rashford is as good as what people like to think he is. I just think he is what he is, Rashford. I think he's a decent striker.
He's not top. Not top.
I just don't. No, I just think he is what he is, isn't he? You're going to get that with Rashford. You have strikers in the history. Some seasons.
I know, but he has been playing in a poor Man United side with poor managers, poor recruitment for years. If Marcus Rashford was at Manchester City, I think we'd be talking about Marcus Rashford being one of the best left wingers, in the Premier League, if not the world.
So you think United have let him down?
I think United have let him down as well. I do.
Yeah, I don't want to beat him. When I watch him, it's like he's got the weight of the world on his shoulders, Rashford, some games.
I know you
it's like there's something going on in his head. It's like he's like maybe a bit like a confidence player. Or
I think he's got a lack of belief. I do. I think he's lost his confidence.
He looks like he's got the weight of the world on him some games.
I agree with that.
It's just my perception of him, of watching him. I like to think there's a player in him, but it's how do you get it out of him? So some players, it's all right having a good manager. They've got to meet the manager halfway a little bit, haven't they? They've got to want.
Well, do you know what? Right, we'll find out about Amorim because I think there's going to be a lot of change at Manchester United in the summer. I think there will be a lot of players coming and going out of Manchester United in the summer, and he doesn't want to be one of them. But he might be.
We might be. He might want to leave.
He might do. Yeah.
We'll see.
The Sports Bar with Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy. Monday to Thursday nights from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.